Hello, this is Chris, and I am back at last with a brand new trailer reaction video. It has been an absolute while since I have done a reaction video, and in all honesty, that's down to the fact that there haven't really been that many trailers out in the last couple of months. Certainly not any big ones that absolutely captured my attention that I really wanted to jump on a video for you guys. Until the last couple of days, and we're kicking off today with Mary Poppins Returns official trailer. This is technically the second trailer we've had come out for this film following the teaser trailer. You can find a link in the description down below to the previous reaction video that I did for Mary Poppins Returns. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, I usually talk a little bit about the property or the series of films or whatever the trailer's related to. And Mary Poppins, the original 1964 movie, is a beloved film by many, many people. And I'm actually reading off Wikipedia right now that it's going to be the longest gaps between live-action film sequels in history at an astonishing 54 years. So they are kind of breaking records with this movie in some respects. I've got to be brutally honest right now. I have seen Mary Poppins once. I think I saw it at a wrong age. I was kind of in my teenage years when I saw Mary Poppins, and I think that for people that have a stronger connection to it, maybe watched it as kids. That's not to say that that's always the case. Some might argue that Mary Poppins is timeless, it's ageless, and that you can pretty much enjoy it from any age. And I agree with that. I can absolutely see why it was a classic. Obviously, like old school Disney, kind of like the Bedknobs and Broomsticks and Pete's Dragon kind of thing, where they blended live action and 2D animation together. When you look at the original movie, it is undoubtedly a classic. You know, it is that feel-good, colourful musical family movie by Disney. It's got some very memorable songs, memorable performances as well, and I defy anyone to find a modern Disney greatest hits CD, or digital download now, I guess. I feel old saying CD, that doesn't have a single song or a collection of songs from Mary Poppins on it. The first teaser trailer came out, and you know, it didn't really show us much. It sort of got us on board that a new Mary Poppins film was coming out, and this is going to hit the big one. This is coming out December. No Star Wars movie this year, thank God. So this is going to take the place, and I can imagine that this is going to make an absolute killing at the box office. It is going to be that family Christmas movie that everyone goes to see. And I'm looking at the new theatrical poster as well, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's kind of that, not quite a Drew Struzan design, but like an old school looking poster. I'll probably throw a picture either down here, or maybe up here, why not? It looks great. So this is going to be my first time reaction to the new trailer. We're going to talk much more about it afterwards. But I'm expecting this is going to be like the all guns blazing trailer. This is just going to show everything off, like maybe some of the musical numbers as well, because they haven't showed those off yet. I think it's going to be very, very difficult for them to craft new songs that are going to be as memorable as those from the 1964 movie, but we'll have to wait and see. So with all that being said, I'm going to click play now.
I honestly can't remember why we kept most of this stuff to begin with.
Don't you remember that kite? We used to love flying that with Mother and Father.
Those days are long behind me.
Is this going to be like Christopher Robin all over again? Like rediscovering his childhood?
As I live and breathe.
Fucking hell, it's Mary Poppins!
Mary,
Poppins, you came back.
you seem hardly to have aged at all.
Really? One never discusses a woman's age, Michael. Would have hoped I taught you better.
Just changed her face apparently. Like,
What brings you here after all this time? Same thing that brought me the first time. I've come to look after the bank's children. Us? Oh yes, you too.
We're about to lose our home. Everything's fallen to pieces since your mother.
I miss Mother.
Nothing's gone forever, only out of place.
It's a good thing you come along when you did, Mary Poppins.
How'd you do that?
Do what?
oh my god, they blended 2D animation! Oh my god!
So you've been off filling the children's heads with stuff and nonsense.
You've forgotten what it's like.
I can't express the sheer joy of seeing 2D animation with Disney again. This is such a huge deal for me. I'm not going to cry just because I saw 2D animation, for God's sake. Oh, of course Meryl Streep's in there.
Everything is possible.
Even the impossible. Off we go.
There's Mary Poppins doing like a Dita Von Teese right there in the bathtub. Strange shot to edit on. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, this trailer like completely won me over midway through. I really wasn't feeling this trailer at the beginning. I should have opened with that, I guess, and maybe you kind of got that impression in the first place anyway. I never really had that big attachment to Mary Poppins, as I said before. Like, I can understand why it's a classic, I can understand why people love it and have that nostalgia for it, but I never really had that and continue to not really have that. I've only seen the movie once. Undoubtedly, I will watch the movie again before seeing this one, but by God... God damn you, Disney, you hit me with the whimsy every time, and I fall for it every time. I think this movie will definitely win. I think it needs to be nominated for cinematography. I mean, my God, or effects, visual effects or something like that, because the way it transports you into that world, and it looks so colourful and vibrant and imaginative and fun. Like, I can only imagine what the musical numbers are going to be if we're just relating it to, you know, like the actual scene and how it's staged and everything like that. It looks like an absolute visual masterpiece. Maybe even something to watch in 3D. I expect that this movie is going to be in 3D, and actually think maybe that will, like, when those 2D flowers kind of swirl around them, I imagine that would look pretty visually stunning in 3D. But moving from 3D, I need to talk about 2D. And if you've followed my reactions before, if you know anything about me in terms of like my thoughts on Disney, I'm a huge Disney fan, animation fan. 2D animation is without a doubt a huge passion of mine. And it's something that sadly, it's almost like a dead art form at this point. You never really get any movies that come out now, very, very rarely, unless it's sort of like an independently made animated film, or maybe like a foreign animated film when it comes to the Oscar season that sadly don't really get a mainstream release. Everything is computer animated now, and don't get me wrong, there are some computer animated sequences in this. But to me, it felt like Disney have lost their way at this point. Obviously, they still make great movies like Moana, Zootopia, Tangled. I really enjoyed Tangled. They still make great movies, but to me, they've lost a lot of their magic. When I close my eyes and think of Disney, I remember like the great hand-drawn animated movies. My favourite era of Disney is the Disney Renaissance, which was like, you know, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, Pocahontas, Hunchback, Hercules, that kind of stuff. That is my Disney. Some might even go back further than that, like when it was the more pencil sketch idea. In fact, I know a few people that prefer that, like Robin Hood or Aristocats or Black Cauldron, that kind of animation. It's just nice to see it again. It's really nice to see Disney go back to, and obviously because the original Mary Poppins blended hand-drawn in, which was the norm at the time, but it's such a huge deal for me to see Disney go back to that, even if it's just, you know, a little bit, like kind of what they did with Enchanted when that came out. It was nice to see the animation at the beginning of the film at least. Or even kind of the last animated classic that came out, Princess and the Frog, which almost feels like a distant memory at this point. It's so nice. I'm repeating myself, but honestly, I did get a little bit choked up watching that and seeing Disney go back to that, and hopefully they'll come back to it at some point. I would love to see another Disney movie like that, but I know that it's very time consuming. It's not exactly cost effective now in today's standards of movies. So that was the moment that probably hit me the hardest in the trailer, and it's kind of getting me choked up now talking about it. I apologize, I must seem like an absolute idiot. I'm a 25-year-old guy almost crying at a Mary Poppins Returns trailer talking about Disney animated classics, but it's a big part of my childhood, you know. It's a big part of what I like, what I'm passionate about, and that really hit me. I'm talking about sort of like the style and everything now. Let's talk about Emily Blunt as Mary Poppins. I think she's going to be a great Mary Poppins. Will she be as good as Julie Andrews? No. I don't think anyone is going to top Julie Andrews' performance, even in terms of her singing as well. Julie Andrews had a great voice, and judging by the small little bit that we got of Emily Blunt here, it doesn't seem like she's quite hitting those notes that Julie Andrews did, but then again, I believe that Andrews was a trained singer anyway. I think it's going to be fine as long as we don't get a repeat of the live action Beauty and the Beast movie where as soon as Emma Watson opened her mouth, it was just auto-tune, pretty much. It was like something you'd hear on the top 40 charts. It was so bad. So I really hope they don't go in that direction. It's nice that they've got Dick Van Dyke back as well. Yeah, I think it's going to be a nice movie. Now, am I absolutely head over heels to see this movie because it's Mary Poppins? No. Like, obviously I don't have that attachment to it. Will I be there around the Christmas period watching this movie? Of course I will, and I think there will be a lot to like in this movie. I can't wait to see another trailer. I think pretty much they've mic dropped it after this trailer. In all honesty, I don't think they need to bring another trailer out now, but I expect we'll get another one just before the release of the movie. So that'll do it for my reaction to Mary Poppins Returns official trailer. Be sure to comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought of this trailer. Are you liking the look of this movie? Are you not looking forward to this movie? What did you think of the original film, and what are you excited to see in this movie? Anything Disney or Mary Poppins related, please do let me know. I'm about to record a reaction right now for Captain Marvel. You'll probably see it alongside this video. If you just discovered us through this video, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon as well so you get a notification every time we go live for a Battle of the Brackets episode, a movie review, or indeed a reaction video from me. That'll do it for me, and until the next video, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.